Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. I'm Tandy, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of Asmo Food in Modern. This is a deck that was popularized recently by Aspiring Spike, adding the card Sarenth Steel Seeker to the deck as another engine card that can work well with the Underworld Cookbook. And we're going to see if this card is everything it looks like it's cracked up to be. I've played with it a little bit, I've played against it a little bit, and I've watched it and play a little bit, and I think that it is quite strong, and I'm excited to test it out myself to see just what we can do with it. Now, another card that I thought hasn't really been seeing a lot of play, but could be a great addition to the deck is Teething Wormlet. Teething Wormlet allows you to kind of have this one drop that gains you a little bit of life, gets big and can be threatening, and then later in the game it has Death Touch. And with things like Underworld Cookbook, we can activate on our turn or our opponent's turn, depending on when we need to trigger the Wormlet, because it's once per turn, not once per turn cycle. And so Wormlet can trigger once on your turn and then once on your opponent's turn to gain life and get big very quickly. Now, things like Gilded Goose can make a treasure or a food on your turn and then a food on your opponent's turn. Cookbook can do it, and Urza Saga can do it. So all three of these cards can generate artifacts at instant speed on your opponent's turn, and we're going to be using that with Wormlet to hopefully turn this one mana card into something very scary. The rest of the deck is an engine revolving around Asmo. We're using this to go get Underworld Cookbook, and then we're using Underworld Cookbook to discard Oval Chase, Daredevil, and Feasting Troll King, and cheat Troll King into play, or just generate a bunch of food with Daredevil to fuel Asmo and fuel other artifact synergies. We have a couple scrap work mutts that we can mill over with Sarenth Steel Seeker. This is going to give us a couple more discard outlets to turn on Asmo. We're a little light right now, but I think that's fine because we have Finale of Devastation. The mana base, we have one Gingerbread Cabin, one Boseiju, Sagas, Stomping Grounds with fetch lands. Sideboard, we got two Orvars. This is going to help out against creativity decks. Two Boseiju, which are going to be great with Ren and 6 in a number of matchups. One Pirate Spellbomb. This is going to help out against creatures. We can bring this in matchups where they have things that we can't normally kill. 3 Haywire Might as a disenchant effect that we can bring in when we need to be heavy. We can find off Saga. Needle, find off Saga. Soul Guide Lantern, find off Saga as our anti-graveyard thing. 3 Veil of Summer. We're going a little hard on this because this does stop a number of things that are great against us. And then 2 Endurance to help out against opposing graveyard decks. So this is Asmo Food with Teething Wormlet. Let's go ahead and get to the matches. All right, well, we have everything if Goose lives, and if Goose doesn't live, we're keeping a 1-laner. We need to draw land. Opponents keeping Mulligan to 6. Plains. Sentinel, okay. Perfect draw. Wall of Omens. Okay, so it's this weird deck. All right, so we're going to be 2 engine decks. I don't really have to be afraid. I was kind of afraid of what you call it. Hammer. I'm no longer afraid of Hammer. So we're just going to go way, way over the top of them, I think. Obviously, they can kill Asmo, but we have all the cookbook synergies and stuff. Yeah, I think Shredder could be okay, but I don't think Teamer is the way to go. And you need red or black to cast Asmo. And you need green for a lot of the synergies. If you want to play a 3-color version of the deck, that's fine. I think you're just going to lose a lot of value in your mana base not dealing you that much damage. Like, we can cut Wormlet and Mutt for 4 Shredder, 2 Emery. But Emery's not that good because we have to play Bobble. And then if we want to play Bobble, we have to trim a Feasting Troll King and maybe a Renin 6. Or the Shadow Spear. Or we just get rid of Goose completely. But Goose has been pretty good. If you just have Goose and 2 lands in your opener, It's very strong. Very Time Raveler. Okay. They bounce Goose over Asmo. That's fine with me. All right, let's go. We might minus on the rent since we drew the land naturally. So we can Goose, kill this, attack and kill Teferi, tick up. Maybe I should have Steel Seekered. We get Solituded. I guess that's okay. I feel like they would have Solituded main phase though, right? I should have just Steel Seekered minus this turn though. That was just dumb. Now we can finale next turn though. Yeah, what's up, Mason? You think that's Sun Titan? I mean, maybe. They probably also have Ephemerate, right? Miria. Sentinel's okay. All right, so now we'll go minus on the Sentinel, see if they have a answer or interactive piece. We'll go for Asmo. No, good. I guess we'll just get Cabin, right? Very little reason not to get Cabin. And now we can go for Troll King. Yeah, we'll put the land in hand. We have all of our engines online. Wormlet was not naturally drawn, but we can finale for Wormlet next turn if we want to. Yeah, if we go Mox Amber, Imri, Shredder, we can play Shredder in this deck. Gingerbread Cabin becomes probably unplayable at that point, but maybe that's fine. I don't know exactly what they have in their deck. Soul Guide Lantern and Endurance could be okay. Seiju can be okay. Solitude decks are not where you want Teething Wormlet. This is more for aggro opponents. So while I do think that it's going to be good, I think I am going to board it out here. It's a very polarizing card. The life gain is very important, but against like Solitude and a ton of blockers, it's like kind of annoying. And maybe trim a Shadow Spear. I don't think my life's under that much duress. I'm going to do Soul Guide. I kind of want to do a bunch of Hatewire Mites. I'm definitely going to do a bunch of Asejus. I don't think we want Veil. Kind of want some Endurances. Maybe we just do this. Maybe they're okay. Maybe we should be bringing in Endurance or leaving in Shadow Spear, though. Needle's actually maybe okay, too. I'm gonna bring in a Haywire Might. They might have some sideboard thing I need to blow up with the Boseijus or the Might. But I don't know for sure yet, so... When my lifeboat sails through the night... Amiria. Alright, so we can go Goose or turn 1 Cookbook activate. I kind of want turn 1 Cookbook activate. Like, I have a feeling like Recipes could be a thing they play, you know? We can wait on the finale for a turn. Yeah, we're gonna just put Steel Seeker into play. That's a really great draw. See if they have a response. They don't. Okay. I think we're just fine putting everything into the graveyard. We can upkeep this and scry. I don't really know what we want exactly, but Skyclave. Okay. Now they're gonna take the Steel Seeker. That's fine. They might take the Cookbook though, but then we'll just finale for another Cookbook and be fine. I feel like taking the Steel Seeker is a pretty big indication of what's actually important here. I feel kind of dumb for playing the Saga now because I'm just gonna have my mana uh overwhelmed for next couple turns. That was a good draw. We can try to go for a Feasting Troll King this turn. I'm gonna go Saren Steel Seeker. We're gonna play Goose and then we're gonna activate. And Saga next turn or Finale next turn. Think Bama's getting in? No. I was always hoping, but I never thought that they were getting in. This is why we play 4 Troll Kings. This is exactly why we're playing it, and they've been very good for doing exactly this. It's been one of my favorite jukes in the deck. You know, like Asmo's so hard to deal with because you have to deal with all these artifacts and shit. Like, if we get hit with a temporary lockdown, we still just have Feasting Troll King active, you know? So it's like a payoff that's immediate and large, and it hits from a different angle than the rest of the deck. Mason, I heard you're going to be at the NRG this weekend. Is that true? Solitude. Wonder if we're getting ephemerated. They could have verdicted. That means they're probably going to go for the old ephemerate. And then we can go Devastation, Asmo, blow them out. Just like triple Daredevil, blow them out. Blow it all up, rather. Not blow them out. We're losing it all, chats. We are at a ton of life, though. And now they have creatures on the table for finale. All right, so we can Saga and then go get Springleaf Drum. Can we play Asmo? No. Okay, so let's just go Float of Mana. We could needle flooded strand, but I guess we just cookbook so we can Asmo everything. All right, we're gonna say go. And then we're gonna start by targeting whatever ephemerate targets. That way they have to, if they want to burn another ephemerate, they have to do it in a weird spot. Right? We don't want to be the first one to act. So now we can just go to our draw step before, like we don't have to target this anymore, right? Just not doing anything. Oh, that's a good idea, Viper Fang. That's a good idea. They're at 26, so I don't think it's important to kill the thing to get a 2-2 here. I think I want to just guarantee that I'm not getting cucked first. I just wish I could always yield to this ability, chat. It's just really annoying that you can't. I think I'll just make a food with Goose. No real reason to overextend here. They already pitched a verdict to the Solitude, so they just might have another one. Any thoughts on adding the Ravenous Squirrel? Well, we've already added the Teething Wormlet. I think Teething Wormlet is better because it's very similar, except it's easier to cast because it only costs green, so you can fetch Force on one. And also, it gains life, whereas Squirrel just gets big. Frankie Fisher, what are you talking about? You're not even in my chat ever, bro. You're in my chat now. Maybe that's why I'm playing Pioneer. Tornado Bones coming in for the resub. This might be a verdict turn. So many foods. Next turn we'll be able to play Ren probably, and then start getting back sagas. What happened is all the RCs are done, and I have an NRG tournament this weekend. We're testing for tournaments. All right, so let's start with red. Play Rennie. And I'm gonna go ahead and get back Saga. I'm gonna get this online. Oh, no. I kind of want to save it in case they do have something that blows everything up. Couldn't they have done this? 7 or more. Jesus, it's a lot. All right, so they'll be able to Solitude next turn. We'll just start doing Saga shit. I think I'm going to play a Daredevil. Maybe not. Maybe I'll wait a turn. The Juicy Temp Lockdown? I mean, it's all tokens. Temporary Lockdown is good against me, but that's why I'm holding on to the cookbook. All right, so they bring back the Solitude. I think I just don't kill it, right? Maybe I do kill it. Maybe I'm fine just like treading water against it. We'll save this finale for Asmo to clear up creatures or whatever. But this is going to be like an enormous token. So we're just going to be at like 100 life. We'll get back Saga and just like keep the chain going. And then the other thing can't get it back. If they don't have a kill spell here, this could be very bad for them. All right, so we'll go to chapter 3. Make another big boy. Soul Guide Lantern. Exile the Solitude. Get back Saga. Feels like playing Splinter Twin. Probably miss lethal with a mud or whatever. I don't know. Just trying to click quickly. All right, so let's just go. Let's just do exile each opponent's graveyard. Sure. It doesn't even hit tokens, so it's not that bad. So, but like, if we get verdicted, I'm just gonna rend them anyway. But I'll need the rend to be in play, and then we'll just rend minus and then saga again a bunch. Yo, 1-0. Nice. Deck feels good. Guess I have to mulligan. It's just like the worst of every universe. Saga Daredevil. I'll keep. We're gonna put back Beseju. I'm gonna start off with a Wormy Worm. It's not gonna grow for a little while and could be annoying. Like if we just draw a freaking cookbook though, how sick would that be? Well, it looks embarrassing here though, so maybe it's not good. Playing against Sam. Swiss Spear. That's very bad. I guess it's something to just block Ragavan. I'm on a mole. My hand's not great. I don't think I'm supposed to play Saga first, though. I'm really dead if he has a removal spell for the Wormlet. But if I get a trade with Ragavan, I might be okay. And we're definitely going to try. You play Mutagenic Growth? Maybe that's the trick. I just second Ragavan, though. But we have the Saga active now to block. Good chance our Saga token dies and they get one trigger off the Ragavan, but I think preventing as many as possible is correct. I do think Ragavan might be better in your traditional prowess deck than DRC, as long as you're not playing Breach. That extra mana is huge, and sometimes you get a free spell off them. How's Wormlet? So far, we haven't really done much with it. We're just giving it a shot. I did just trade with the Ragavan, which is nice, but it was not very good in that opener. But we didn't really have an option to play anything else. Should have probably main phased this at some point to play around random shit, but they have Gigantha, so we know we're not getting hit with a Borrower. We get Cookbook online. We'll start discarding Daredevil, making these tokens a bit bigger. Green for what? Lead darts. Okay. Maybe they're hard casting Mutagenic. I don't think this matchup is very good. I think Prowess is very good against decks like mine. Maybe we'll play Prowess this weekend. Maybe I'll just copy Sam's list. It looks pretty good. I don't think you want to play Mutagenic in the deck with Ragavan, though, because it doesn't save your Ragavan from Bolt. But I don't know. I just kind of want to play a normal... I want to play, like, you know, the Prowess creatures, Ragavan, and Iconoclast with just, like, card draw or whatever, you know? I don't want to do gimmicky shit. That'd be fun, Viper. Go for it, man. Sounds cool, at least. All right, we're dead. This matchup seems very bad. All right, we'll bring in the Pirate Spellbomb. I think Shadow Spear's okay. I think Wormlet's good here as long as we just have a cookbook early. I mean, but we just got slaughtered there. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Do we even have a sideboard for this matchup, really? All right, we'll keep. Raytown, thanks for the follow. All the mice for blocking life gain? Nah, I'm good. You don't really beat Prowess like that. You can beat, like, Goblin Guide decks like that sometimes. But Saga decks, or not Saga, Prowess decks just go, like, way over the top of that. I'm going to save the Asthma for a little while. We're going to play Steel Seeker. We're going to dig for Daredevil with it. Dude, LCD sound system fucking rules. We're like opening ourselves up a little bit to Shattering Spree, but I feel like Shattering Spree is just gonna get my ass anyway. All right, I guess they're just gonna go Bolt plus Dart or whatever anyway. Hit me for 3 or 4. That's fine though. They didn't play another creature beforehand, and we're still at a decent life total. All right, so Shattering Spree next turn could be pretty backbreaking. Should I go get Wormlets? No, right? I'm just getting Asmo. They're gonna kill my Asmo probably. Just go get another cookbook because they're gonna Shattering Spree both ones in play. And then just gonna go ahead and blow this up, I guess. They don't have a land. Okay. Now then go Darcy plus Shattering Spree. I'm just gonna let these die. I'm not gonna discard anything. I'm not gonna crack the fetch because if I draw Saga or something, I might want to get a gingerbread cabin. One card left. No darts in the yard. I'm gonna play drum and cookbook. And then next turn we can maybe go get Steel Seeker. I'm gonna opt for the trade because I can't block, and I'm fine with the trade. Duration is terrifying. Could easily die this turn. This sphere is very terrifying. So that was a reason not to attack. All right, so we can finale for Steel Seeker. Let's see. We can go get Wormlets, play Saga, discard Asthma, make a token, grow our creature. But I kind of just want Steel Seeker, but the Wormlet can gain me some life, but the Steel Seeker can as well. But I can't crack the food this turn, so I don't know what their last 2 cards are. They just cast Iterations, so it's probably a great something. All right, let's finale for 1. I'm gonna get Wormlet. I'm gonna see if it's any good. Yeah, you can crack the food if you go for the Wormlet as well. I noticed that as well. We could just go get Goose. That's Death Touch too, which is nice. Yo, Matt Choma, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. And now the Teething Wormlet can grow as well. We're dead to Bolt in the air. Shattering spree targeting. The cookbook drum. We'll offer the trade of Wormlet on the Swiss beer, and then we'll just do saga stuff. Oh, this doesn't have death touch anymore. Okay, so I guess we just take it and hope we don't die. It's such a tough matchup, especially with the Shattering Sprees after sideboard. Seiju, not it. We'll go to 4. This will save us from... I guess it doesn't save us from a bolt. We can Boseiju for 1, knock him off a blue mana, maybe? We can't block this. Maybe I attack for 6 and threaten lethal next turn? This is a very risky play. Oh, I'm so dumb. Whatever. I thought I could knock him off of blue. I forgot they could just go another Stevens. I just don't play this format enough. I know that that's how it works. I don't know. Just a bad play. Hopefully it doesn't end up mattering. Yeah, GG. All right, you would. Tough one. Anyway. All right, we're going to keep this hand. We're going to really see if Teething Wormlet's any good. Hopefully we draw a fetch so we can just turn on Renin 6 as well. Tap, tap, tap. Ragavan? Ragavan? We'll offer the trade. They might have a backup, so they might be willing to trade and then just play a second one, and then we get to Ren it. If they kill this, then that's fine too, I guess. I don't know. They might be scam, and if they're scam, they might have a way to bring it back with a counter on it. That would be unfortunate. Voidman. You can have a Wormlet. That's fine. This turns off fetches, though, which sucks. This just shuts out my whole deck. That sucks. Do I even have a way to kill this card in my deck? Other than Asmo? Literally just Asmo? That's funny. Well, it's not that funny, but it's funny. It's gonna give him a Shadow Spear. Now they can rend me. I'd be very happy with that. Because it means I'm playing against a Ren and not Voidwalker. It's probably correct for him to do it. But, like, Voidwalker is extremely good against my strategy. Picture. So far, Wormlet has been disappointing. I'm not happy about it. Yeah, so far it just hasn't done what I wanted to do. I think it'd be way better if we were playing Cat Oven and Oni Cold Anvil. So maybe it's like Jun Oni Cold Cat Oven build is where you want it. I feel like we just don't have quite enough artifact things to turn it on. Pictureless. EE on 1. Okay. Tilt. All right. I want to try to hit a land. So we're just going to turbo now. If they want to E me next turn, that's fine. I really just want to land so I can do Saga stuff. If they don't blow it up, we can Saga. Oh, I should have attacked. Fuck. Missed an attack. Missed 1 damage. My bad. Fury would be kind of brutal. What are they playing? A land? Verna Catacombs. So they just need a 3rd land, I guess, for Blood Moon, probably. So we'll make a Saga. We'll probably connections, but then we can rend back a land. So they're probably going to blow up my discard outlet next turn, so I'm just going to put it in the graveyard. I'm just looking for Troll at this point, I think. We're just kind of in desperation mode. Wow, okay. We can double pop this with the Rens. I think this is very close to lethal, if not lethal. We have Scrapwork Mud. This changes things. Maybe they have Fatal Push for the token. Huh. Blood Moon? Oh, I can still use Goose and 2 Force to play 2 Rend, though. If I go minus. Nice. Easy. All right, we'll keep. We got this Veil. We got a fetch for a Forest. We got a Steel Seeker. Ah, Thoughtseize. What are you going to take? Probably Veil. If they take Veil, we'll just play Cookbook, probably. Maybe I'll play Pyre Spellbomb. They took my Veil. If we draw, what's his face? I'll probably just get Cookbook down. I kind of want to go get a Forest anyway. I'm not really worried about Pyrite necessarily. I guess if they play exactly Voidwalker next turn, I'll want to have Pyrite for it. Okay. Hearse. We do have the Beseiji for it. I don't want to give them a mana on their turn that they can use them on their main phase. So we'll just wait till the end step. Hopefully we draw a fetch. Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay. I don't have zeros in my deck, right? That seems loose. Oh, right. I guess I can still finale for Asmo. I still should have waited EOT. I don't know why I gave them the ability to thought seize me here. It's very stupid. Bring back the Daredevil, Steel Seeker. I'll keep that one now that we have the engine going. We have the Pirate Spellbomb to check a Voidwalker. The Seasoned Pyromancer is not that big a deal. The Steel Seeker can block tokens. We can go get Asmo soon. Alpine Moon on Saga's fine. All right, so let's play Steel Seeker number 2, and we'll dig for a land so we can play Asmo this turn as well. Lookbook, discard Daredevil. So we'll go always yield to these, always yield to this. Yes. Graveyard. Graveyard. I'm gonna attack for 1. Yeah, they're trying to cut off all my outs, Fleeceman, but we got too many engines. Too many things that they got to deal with. All right, so they're going to take my finale. Nothing I can do about it. But we hopefully will draw something good next turn. All right, their last card's a land. I kind of want to draw a card with Pirate Spellbomb now. I'm definitely just going to take the 2 here. I don't want them to be able to Pyromancer me. I guess I don't really need it yet. I'm going to fix my draw step here. We don't want an Asmo, for sure. Underworld Cookbook? No, that one's a good one. The Walsh coming in with a 24-month, 6-month streak. Let's go. We do want to graveyard everything now, just so we can keep churning. Looking for Troll King and stuff. Mutt. Saga's a dead card, but we'll take it. Two fucking years, Walsh. How's that feel, man? Feels good for me. Appreciate you being supporting on the channel and stuff, you know? Hidetsuga consumes all. I didn't have, I had F6. That's fucking gross. All right, well, we can go get another cookbook. We have 3 dead, but we got 1 left. We can finale for Nasmo, and then we can still do the stuff. Veil Summer is a good draw. So that was maybe the worst possible card for us, and I think that we're okay. We even have a Veil Summer to protect us for discard stuff. Goose, no. Shadow Spear, no, we don't need it. We want a land drop, so we're just going to main phase this. We also just want to find Troll King at some points. Ren is okay, but whatever. We're just looking for graveyard synergy stuff. Play Saga? Oh, yeah. They blew up their thing. Good call, good call. Oh my god, this is a... I'm so fucking barely paying attention, chat. I thought that was a token still in my brain. Tilt? So I guess we'll just gain a life, or gain some life here. Playing a little bad, chat. Just making dumb little mistakes because my all right, we'll veil here. We don't need to gain life. This will give us a card. Daredevil. It's a Daredevil. Troll King, that'll be great next turn. Go and play another Saga so we can start churning next turn. Should probably attack. But if they kill my token, I might want to block. We can Saga here. Alright. Blood Crypts. Not scary. That card doesn't do anything. Go until 6 in the morning. Alright, do we gain 3 life here? I don't think we need to. No things left. Alright. We're gonna bring back Feasting Troll King. We'll say go. They'll make 2 tokens. We gotta try to punch through them eventually, though. Feasting Troll King should help quite a bit, because that's trample. I've got hit with so much shit this game, chat, and I'm still churning, man. Any attack steps? Oh, they didn't draw Bolt? Yeah. Well, I can crack a food, but that would require me to not Saga. I don't think I'm supposed to main phase crack a food, though. I think I'm supposed to make a Saga and just hope they don't draw Bolt. If they mess up and, like, Bolt me, I have an out of just getting the life. And I can just untap instead of making a Saga. And it might actually be better because the real best play was maybe main phase cracking a food. Like, how do I lose now, right? I think it's literally just Bolt. Just eat food. If I eat food, I die to bolt. Now I can, just keep holding up the food token. Mm. I'm not sad, Fleece. I literally don't activate food until they go for the bolt. All right, do I have a force left? No. Not a whole lot of stuff left. So they have to take the 7 and then double chump these with these two. And then on their upkeep, I'm going to gain 3. And then if they bolt me, I'm going to use Goose and gain another 3 since we have 3 treasures. All right, so they're going to take 5 down to 5. Okay. And they can make 2 tokens. All right, come on, opponent. Just activate your Seasoned Pyromancer. We're going to go to your upkeep, and I'm going to do stuff. Tapped all the red mana, so now I don't even have to worry about it. Now, they do have a guy with Trample. It'll push the constructs. Can't do much about it. All right. I think they're just dead. All right. I just want to double check that there's 1 Asmo left in my deck at least. All right. I think there's 2 left. So we'll go get it. This should be lethal pretty easily. Give it out from Graveyard anyway. Oh, yeah. I forget. Country Club. Come on, opponent. Don't salt off on me now. Is this 303? What do you mean? Oh, it's Boombox by Lonely Island, I think. Featuring Jules from The Strokes. I think it was off a SNL skit. Although it may have been a song before it was an SNL skit. I don't know why my opponent's freezing like this, man. We played a fun, long match. You know? No need to be like this. We can just move on with our life, Go play another match. Yeah, me too, Fleece. One of my favorite bands. All right, let's play one more. Would I like to play first? Why, yes. Yes, I would. Keep. Easiest keep in my life? The Bible could be anything. No prowess, though. They didn't reveal Gigantha. In fact, I think Gigantha is so bad in the deck that I think I'd rather not play Gigantha in the 75 just so my opponents don't think I'm on prowess when they keep their opener. Ragavan, we're going to blow that one up. Oh, never mind. They dashed it. All right, well, I guess I'll just draw a bunch of cards with Ren and 6. I'm just gonna go for Ren and 6 first. I like waiting on the Asmo until later. We'll get the Saga down though. Not super worried about a dash Ragavan every turn. It just costs them too much mana to be sustainable, especially like facing down Saga next turn. Yeah, you want to make sure you get at least one activation out of Asmo before it gets killed or whatever, you know. Oh my god. Apex Gaming coming in with a raid. Let's go. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. All right, so the Saga's gonna churn. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good stream. All right, let's go. Pitch Daredevil. Let's go for Asmo because we can still Saga. If they have Counterspell, that's fine. And while we're both here, so we could say we tried. Like we could resolve Finale there while they're tapped out, but it's still probably better to just Saga. They're just going to be enormous Saga tokens, right? 2 DRCs. We know they have a Ragavan as one of their last 2 cards. These currently check these because they only have the 3 card types. All right, so let's go get probably Shadow Spear. Like the problem is they could have Archmage's Charm. So I guess we just go Cookbook. And then we go Gingerbread. Maybe we start with a minus just to see if they have a response. And then we can resolve Finale and then blow these up. All right, so I do have the Charm. Now they have to hit off of this, a creature, I think. All right, so Ren's gonna kill it. And then we'll go Finale. Get Asmo. Get the other cookbook. Yeah, easy. See, that's why we wait on the Asmo usually. All right, we'll bring in Veils. We'll bring in Endurance. Soul Guide, maybe. And maybe Pyrite. Wormlet's been underwhelming, so I'm just going to cut it. I think Mutt can go in this matchup. Since we're waiting on the Asmo for a while anyway. I like the Drum. I like the Shadow Spear. You could argue that the Drum is just not that good in the deck, but I found enough spots with it where it's not that bad. But because we're bringing in a couple other things and cutting some of these cheap creatures, I think we can trim it. All right, we'll keep. Got a lot of good 2-drops. DRC is much better for us than Ragavan. All right, they F6, which leads me to believe they don't have Spell Pierce. So I'm going to go for a Ren here and hope that they telegraph the fact that they don't have an answer for Ren. Are they going to consider it's very unlikely they hit? They have to hit exact perfects on all 4 things. And they miss, so we're fine. Very close, though. This one turned on now, though, which is awkward. Considered very powerful in the deck. Maybe they should have main phased it, but they wanted to bluff the Pierce. But they shouldn't have F6 because I had a man open. You know, I could have boarded in like bolts or whatever. Unholy Heat. There's a Murky Murk. All right. Well, even if they kill the Asmo this turn, we have the ability to Asmo again next turn in 2 different ways. Iteration. This is pretty scary. I think I'm going to discard the Boseiju. Rest in peace! If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry. I will randomly say song lyrics all the time. Apologize if that's confusing. All right, we're going to take 6, and then we're going to blow up the Murktide next turn. All right, so let's go fetch. We'll go Forest. Main phase, discard, cancel. It's probably better to do this. All right, here we go. E on 1. That doesn't blow up Asmo or the Sarah Steel Seeker. It only blows up these, and I can still Saga. And it blows up their DRC too. Did they just fuck up immeasurably? That was pretty bad. Easy game. We're just trying to hit lands, trying to put things in the graveyard that matter. Reno's probably an okay keep, but Hardcast Fury, so they're gonna kill this. We can just equip constructs, keep growing it. So we'll go equip here. Still trying to hit a land. Like fine offering the trade, I think. Because I gain a bunch of life. And I'm gonna get a Troll King next turn. So like I said, this is a good matchup. It feels pretty good. Like as long as we time our Asmos correctly, I think it's fine. But now we're like way out of the woods. They could go like Blood Moon or something and maybe screw us or do something else that blows up all the cookbooks. What's up, Kaiser? All right. Still secret down, but we do have another one. Ragavan, no dash. Wonder what that means. They just want in play. All right, we're going to bring back a Feasting Troll King. Oh, I guess we already had a king in the graveyard, so we should have held on to him. Big boy. Oof. And Veil of Summer sucks, huh? Ever since they made Unholy Heat, it got a lot worse. I will offer the block here, I think. We can just bring the troll back in a few turns. They got a lot of good draws for it, but I'll probably just cycle this Veil when I can. Unholy Heat made Veil worse because it's not Fatal Push. It's a removal spell in a color that shouldn't have that kind of a removal spell. Ooh, Murktide time? This can be scary. Yep, 2 attacks, so I just need to draw something now. Guess I can potentially gain some life next turn if I really need to. Another cookbook drawn or a way to get Asmo or an Asmo would all be great. Ren to get back Saga. This turn could have been okay. I don't think it's worth to go crack cookbook to get back Asmo because we don't have then that we just like don't have anything to do with it. But maybe I should have not. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Not burn the Bell Summer. Also, I shouldn't have probably been to Cavalier with my cards earlier in the game. Like, I didn't have to trade Fury there, right? I could have just let it be. This is also just, like, too big for food to kill. So I just don't think I really even have an out. Maybe it's a combo out. Maybe I have to burn a Veil at some point. Unholy Heat? I don't have Unholy Heat in my deck. So that also doesn't kill an 8/8. Found Noble Chase Daredevil. Are they going to play a 4/2? Might not be so bad. All right, they're just going to hold up Counterspell or whatever anyway. Not technically dead. I just don't have it now. I'm just treading water. All right, let's try again. Do we think they cut a bunch of removal? Is Wormlet any good? Wormlet's probably bad if they're EEing me. I can't believe I lost that game after that EE. I'm gonna cut this Pyrite. These endurances I know are gonna be good, but we just didn't draw them. We just milled them. You don't name EE. They only probably have 2 EEs and no way to recur it, and I don't really like bringing in one card for one card or whatever. It's not really my jam. We're gonna lead with a Wormlet. Maybe get in some damages. They can't really play a creature now either. Otherwise, they have to kill this or they're in trouble. All right, so we will wait for them to attack. We'll declare block and then we'll cookbook. So if they have removal, their Ragavan doesn't get through. If counterspell up, that's fine. All right, it's dead. Now I'm probably going to be able to resolve Finale though, so we'll just take the hits. I think Bird's more important than them just getting a mana. I guess I'll EOT. There's no way they play that, right? I mean, it's pretty cool with this, but okay. So we don't need the Veil anymore. I'm just gonna pitch it honestly. Need the lands. Now, if they go to kill Asmo, we'll just blow something up like the Ragavan or whatever. If they don't, then we'll just chill. We need our engine cards. We need a Steel Seeker, or we need a Ovochase Daredevil, Ren and 6. We need something so that we can aggressively use these. I can Finale next turn for a Steel Seeker. But I did discard the Veil. We can also use Goose to make food, which I'll probably be doing. Null Heat targeting the Goose. Let's make a food. Well, that should be game. As long as my Asmore doesn't die anytime soon, I'm going to go for a cookbook on their upkeep. We have endurance as well. Subtlety. Okay, that can come down. I'm gonna cast this into a counterspell. I will exile their graveyard. Put it on the bottom. Easy block. Blow up the DRC. Blow up the Ragavan. Should have made a food, but I'm trying to play around surgical. I don't think they have it. I'm not gonna play around it anymore. I really need to kill that thing. They don't have that many artifacts. Could go finale for another Asmo, but to get another cookbook, but I'd rather just wait. Missed the food though. If I'm gonna choose not to play around it, I should just go ahead and do it. All right, that's fine. I kept. Oh no, what is it? It's not a land, so now they have to tank if they want to put it in the graveyard or not. They bend an EE, an expressive iteration. All right, let's blow it up. Asmo doing the thing that Asmo do. What's up, Zan man? How's it going, man? All right, let's slam for 6. I'm gonna go get a Wormlet. I'm gonna main phase discard Daredevil. And then if they try to exile in response, I'll discard Troll King and get it back. All right, last match. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's a little weird. Prediction? I don't like doing predictions for 3-1. It's like, I want to save it for the 5-0s. I got to predict for you, chat, if you want. All right, we'll do a predict, but it's not going to be what you want. I'm just going to pick either 1 or 2. If you'd like to predict, I don't know which one I'm going to pick yet. Feel free to gamba points and I'll just pick one. All right, well, Cookbook's a pretty good draw here, for, like, very good draw here for the Wormlet and the Daredevil. Maybe we get to see Wormlet actually do something this game. Next time we can start doing Saga stuff. We're going to wait till their turn so we get the extra counter. I'm going to go ahead and main phase do it. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Pedro, and I want to experiment with it. I thought with Cookbook it would be enough. I think it's not quite enough, but it's very close. If it was a 1-2 to start, I think it would be excellent. The fact that right now Prowess is really all over the place means it's just like maybe slightly too weak. Playing tonight against another Glimpse of Tomorrow deck. This is a maybe an unwinnable matchup without some really fucked up sideboard thing. I think this might be an actual unwinnable. Like, unless they just don't draw their thing, right? They could just not draw their thing, you know? We're just gonna try to kill him with Saga. The Wormlet could have been good, but the Fury just colded me. Teething Wormlet. Teething Wormlet is the name of the green card. That is the card we're kind of testing. Yeah, Pedro, I was thinking about doing it with Oni Cold Anvil. If Oni Cold Anvil ever comes and hangs around, could be good. Scrapper Muck continues to be dog shit. Ah, cool Seeker. Fable. All right, choose prediction. Prediction predicted. Number 2 wins. What card would you want Mud to be right now? I don't know. Fucking anything. Any spell. All right, let's hope I don't die. What's up, Moppy? I think I'm going to become a mad scientist for Modern. I think I'm just going to try fucked up stuff in every deck until something works. Because I think Teething Wormlet is like perfect for a deck like this 5 years ago or whatever, right? So like the trick is just seeing what can work against the current format. So and it's always going to change, you know. All right, well they discarded a Fury and an Omni. Let's see if they have something fucked up here. Maybe they should be playing Gingerbread Cabin. Definitely blocking because this is just going to be Violent Outburst or whatever. Yoshin Dissident. Is that the one that puts a counter on everything? Okay, Bolus, Omni, Fury. Bolus is pretty good. I wonder how dead I am. Very? You win. Any sideboard stuff? Anything work in the matchup? I guess Haywire Might can stop Omni and Leyline Binding. Shadow Spear is kind of dog shit. Mud's just trash. All right, fine. All right, let's hope our Wormlet does what it's supposed to do, which is kill our opponents. Suspend search for tomorrow. All right, not quiet. I wish they would remove the word may from every card. I feel like they should just make every single card say must. It would eliminate like roughly 6 billion minutes of clicking from 1 year of Magic Online play. All right, well, with the gingerbread cabin next turn, we can use the Asmo to blow up a token of some kind. The goose has been pretty good, though. But Wormlet's been a little out of place. It's just like an aggressive creature in a deck that's not aggressive. It's like the only thing that can maybe help me win a match like this, but they're just prepared to beat one-drop creatures, you know? Like, everyone is gunning for Ragavan, which just makes Teething Wormlet worse. Something like Goose can die too, but Wormlet, like, when it survives, it's like attacking for 5 damage or whatever. Whereas when Goose survives, I get to, like, ramp into stuff and it leaves food behind. So I think the trick is just Wormlet is just not it, Chief. All right, I'm gonna attack with Asmo. I think I'm gonna play an Oval Chase Daredevil as well because we are almost threatening lethal next turn. Are they wheeling? No. Well, that's a bummer. It would, Tom, but like having to click yes every time is just so annoying. I just wish they'd errata every made to a must, you know? Just like let the thing do the thing. If it's a search, you don't have to do it. Like you can skip it. But it's like it would just there's just so many triggers in Magic. It would be nice to just be able to eliminate a quarter of them or whatever. Something they probably should have done like 100 years ago. All right, well, I'm just going to blow this up, I guess. They're going to... Okay, they might cascade in response, but it's only for 5. We're just going to get everything off the stack so I can have 6. Fury, Omni, Shardless. Okay. So Omni with 1 card in hand kind of sucks. Daredevil dying is not a big deal, but Goose dying is. They have a 2-turn clock, so we need to draw something the next turn. Oh, it's a 3-turn clock because we gain 2 life still. All right. They have Omni though, so they could do some dirty shit. They can also just hardcast Glimpse of Tomorrow now if they want, which is kind of cool. We'll probably pop a food token. I don't think any one card can really save me. This getting bounced is a bummer. Maybe I should have held the land so I could have something to discard. Doesn't matter. Okay. Anyway, so the thing about Teething Wormlet, chat, is that this is a card that goes really well when you are swarming with 1-mana cards. When you have Cat Oven, Oni Colt Anvil, stuff like that, Teething Wormlet is going to be just another thing that your opponent has to kill that if they don't deal with it is going to get out of control. In this deck, It is a card that works just with Underworld Cookbook, and it doesn't really work with any other cards in the deck. So while I think it's a fine experiment, I think you need to have like an overly dedicated deck to Wormlet, and I think Cat Oven and Oni Cold Anvil are where they want to be together, and that'll probably be the next place I go when I try to Teething Wormlet. But I do like Teething Wormlet as a card. It's in my opinion, it is the perfect power level for Modern, and it just needs to find a good configuration in a good home, and maybe some sort of Jund food sack can do that with Cat Oven, Gilded Goose, Oni Cold Anvil, Trail of Crumbs, stuff like that. Trail of Crumbs decks have been good in Modern in the past, so I'm hoping that that comes to fruition later on. Veil Summer, not that impressive because most of my opponents have red as their primary source of interaction, and the red interaction is good against our deck, so I'd probably lean back away from it. Probably too many Feasting Troll Kings, probably go down to 3. Scrapwork Mutt, still disappointing as always. I'm going to be checking out Sparking Spike's stream over the next few weeks to see what he comes up with this. But tomorrow I'm going to be trying a different deck, that's for sure. So